So guys, what if you could work from home without spending your entire day on phone calls, sitting in an office, or dealing with a boss standing over your shoulder? There are actually remote platforms where the work is mainly done online. So you might be reviewing information, checking AI answers, completing small online tasks, recording data, or helping companies improve their technology. And today I'm going to show you 4 real platforms that are currently operating in 2026. I'm also going to open the websites on screen so you can see exactly what they offer instead of me just giving you a list of names. And stay until the end because number 4 is especially interesting if you have good writing and reasoning skills. So let us get into it. Let us start with OneForma. So if you have never heard of this platform before, OneForma connects people with online projects involving things like AI training, data collection, transcription, translations, and evaluations. And this isn't one of those websites where I have to tell you maybe they have jobs. I checked their current project page and they are showing 26 active projects right now. So one current example involves multilingual OCR annotation specialist, and it is a worldwide opportunity whereby you will work with images containing text and help create accurate training data for AI systems. Another involves multilingual document annotation specialist, which is also worldwide, and here you will review and correct AI processed documents to help improve the next generation of AI-powered document understanding tools. And there's also data collection projects like the real world video recorder remote project where you will provide existing footage or record new videos of real environments and actions for computer vision research. So what I like about OneForma is that the work is not all the same, okay? Depending on your location, language, and skills, you may see completely different projects. For example, OneForma currently has an at-home smartphone video recorder project that lists Australia, Kenya, Egypt, India, Canada, Chile, among others as the available countries for that project, okay? So if you are watching this from any of those countries, that is worth checking. But there is something very important here. Do not assume that every job you see on OneForma is available in your country. The company says some projects have location restrictions, and your profile, language, country, and qualifications can affect which projects you see. So the normal process of creating an account is simple. So you create an account, complete your profile, look for projects that match you, and apply. Some projects may also require tests, certifications, identity verification, or other steps. So don't create an account and expect money immediately. You have to qualify for the projects first. And the good thing is that the work is remote and some projects allow you to work on your own schedule. So if you are interested in AI training, transcription, data collection, or online evaluation work, OneForma is definitely one I will check. I will put the link to the official website in the description of this video. Now let us move on to number 2, and this one is called Clickworker, and this is probably one of the more beginner-friendly platforms on today's list because the type of work can be much simpler. So Clickworker offers different online tasks including surveys, AI-related work, data categorization, photos, voice recordings, and other small jobs. One thing I like about Clickworker is that you don't have to imagine what the work looks like. The platform actually shows you the available tasks through your account. For example, you may come across tasks where you check information, categorize content, answer questions, take photos, or help with AI-related data. And some jobs can be done from a smartphone. That is useful if you don't have an expensive laptop, okay? Clickworker also says workers are paid weekly with payment methods depending on your country. And this is where I want to give you a warning. Don't create your account using fake information. Clickworker says country availability and payment options can vary. So before you start working, check whether registration and payments are available in your country. If your country isn't available today, that doesn't necessarily mean it will never become available. Their own support page says registration can be temporarily turned off in some countries depending on workload. So check the platform yourself. This is also a good option for someone who wants to test online work without immediately committing to a full-time remote job, okay? So you can create your profile, see what tasks are available, and decide whether the platform is worth your time. But remember, microtask website can have periods where there isn't much work. So I will treat Clickworker as a source of online tasks or extra income, not as a guaranteed monthly salary. Now let us talk about number 3, and this one is getting a lot of attention because of the growth of AI. It is called Outlier. So Outlier connects contributors with projects where humans help improve AI systems. And the work can include things like reviewing AI answers, ranking responses, writing prompts, and checking whether an AI response is accurate, okay? You aren't simply clicking random tasks all day. Many Outlier projects want people with knowledge in a particular area. That could be languages, mathematics, coding, science, writing, or another subject. Outlier currently says it has contributors from more than 100 countries, and the company currently advertises flexible work with weekly payments. But here is the part I want you to pay attention to. Don't hear me say AI jobs and assume you need no skills. Different Outlier projects have different requirements, and the company says typical minimum qualifications can include undergraduate level expertise, although requirements vary by opportunity. So this is better suited to someone who has a strong subject background, and if you are a graduate, teacher, writer, programmer, or someone with strong language skills, this one you should investigate. For example, Outlier currently has a language-related opportunities like voice, conversation evaluator, English projects, and it also has many projects involving coding. The next thing is that you can work remotely and choose when you work, depending on the project. But again, don't expect to sign up today and automatically receive unlimited work tomorrow. You still have to pass the required checks and be matched with suitable projects. So think of Outlier as a remote AI training platform, not a magic money-making website. And if you have a degree or useful subject knowledge, definitely take a look. Now we have reached number 4, and this one is probably the most interesting platform on the list if you are good at writing, reasoning, and finding mistakes. It is called DataAnnotation. The basic idea is simple. AI systems need humans to check their work. So contributors can be asked to review AI responses, compare answers, check facts, improve prompts, and point out mistakes. DataAnnotation currently advertises generalist work starting around $25 to $50 per hour, while some specialist areas advertise higher rates. But I want to be very clear about something. Those numbers are advertised rates. They are not a promise that every person who signs up will earn that amount, okay? You have to apply, complete the assessment, and qualify for projects, okay? The company itself says not everyone gets accepted. The interesting thing about this platform is that you don't necessarily need to be a programmer. Their generalist work can involve writing, reasoning, fact-checking, communication, and problem solving. So if you are good at reading something and saying this answer is wrong and here's why, you may have the type of skill they are looking for. You also don't have to work a traditional 9 to 5 schedule, okay? The platform describes its work as remote and flexible. That makes it attractive for people who already have another job or want to work from home during their free time. But once again, don't treat the advertised hourly rates as guaranteed income, okay? The real question is whether you qualify and whether projects are available to you. And that's why I recommend applying through the official website rather than trusting somebody's referral link or a random website claiming to recruit for DataAnnotation. So let's quickly compare the 4. So for OneForma, you have seen it does things like AI training, transcription, annotation, and data collection, and is good for people with different language and digital skills. For Clickworker, it has microtasks, surveys, AI-related tasks, data work, and more, okay? And it's a good place to start exploring online tasks. For Outlier, it has AI training and evaluation, and also some coding projects here and there. And it is better suited to people with strong subject knowledge or language skills. And lastly is DataAnnotation. So in this platform you can do AI evaluation, writing, reasoning, and fact checking, and it is better suited to people who can pass the assessment and produce high quality work. And guys, 9 of these should be treated as guaranteed income. The amount of work can change, and country restrictions can also change, and also in requirements. And some projects can disappear after a certain number of workers have been accepted. And one final warning before you go, please be careful with people selling access to these platforms. You should not need to pay somebody on WhatsApp, Telegram, or Facebook just because they claim they can activate your account. Use the official websites. Use your real information, okay? And don't use a VPN to pretend you're living in another country just to qualify for a project. For example, OneForma specifically wants applicants not to use VPNs or other methods to bypass location restrictions, okay? So if a platform says a job isn't available in your country, don't try to trick the system. Find another opportunity. So guys, those are the 4 real platforms I will personally check in 2026 if I wanted to find remote work that doesn't revolve around phone calls. So we have OneForma, Clickworker, Outlier, and DataAnnotation. So I've put the official link to those websites in the description so you don't have to search for random links, okay? And remember, these are opportunities, not promises. You may qualify for one and get rejected by another, and that is normal. The goal is to keep applying and find the platform that matches your skills and your country. If you want more videos where I actually open the websites and show you what is available instead of simply reading a list of job sites, subscribe to the channel and let me know in the comments which one you are checking first: OneForma, Clickworker, Outlier, or DataAnnotation. I will see you in the next one.